Jai Gaur Shri Radhar Mano Vijayate. Priya, can you see me clearly, bache? Akriti, can you hear me, bache, clearly? I welcome you all to the Sutra Stotra and Shastra class of Nimaipathshala. Today, the class being on Monday is an English class where the entire class is going to be conducted in the language English. So, if anybody is joining for the first time and if somebody is there who wants to join the Hindi batches, we have 3 more batches. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we run parallel batches in which Monday is the English batch, and Sunday and Tuesdays are our Hindi batches. So I welcome you all. Before we get into the class, before we start the class, we would like to express our thankfulness and gratitude in the lotus feet of Sri Radharaman Lal, who has chosen us to be those people, those Vaishnavas, those powerhouses whom he has given his own power to express the learnings that he has imparted over time. So let's express our gratitude in his lotus feet, and then we will start with the main course of the class. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Haraye Paramatmane Pranatah Kleshanashaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Satchidananda Rupaya Vishvotpatyadi Hetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha श्रीरामाय वयं नुमः श्रीगौराय वयं नुमः वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरौ श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखन्वितांश्च अहो भाग्यं गौरमार्गानुवर्तिनां देवो राधारमन् यत्र यद्गुरुर्गुणमञ्जरी पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे श्री राधा रमण लाल की श्रीमन चैतन्य महाप्रभु की श्री वृंदावन धाम की श्री सद्गुरुदेव भगवान की सभी भक्त वैष्णव वृंद की जय जय श्री राधे जय श्री राधे जय श्री राधे श्याम निताई गौर हरि बोल गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. So we have some uninvited guests in the class today whom we have to request to go. Jai Shri Radhe. If I will not send Nimai Dada, then we cannot have the class, because then you will have the Acharya were teaching you those deepest secrets in the divine language that you won't be able to even understand. So for that, you need to understand and know the language of God. So without any further delay, quickly, somebody just message that please take the class in Hindi, because you've joined the class for the first time. We have the Hindi batches on Sundays and even tomorrow on Tuesday. So if you think that you are not comfortable in English, then please join the Tuesday batch. So in the English batch, somebody has his birthday today. So wishing you a very, very happy birthday. Janmadin midam ai priya sakhe shantanotu te sarvadamudam प्रार्थयामहे भवशतायुषी ईश्वर सदा त्वां च रक्षतु पुण्यकर्मणा कीर्तिमर्जय जीवनं तव भवतु सार्थकम. Wish you a very very happy birthday, Vansh Pache. And yes, wishing you all a very very happy Nityanand Triyodashi as well. Today is the appearance day of Lord Nityanand, who is himself Lord Balram, and who is the most loving and most merciful out of all the Parshads. So we are very, very blessed that we are meeting on this pious day. And if somebody wants to join the Hindi batch, probably they can connect on the Nimaipathshala number, or even they can send their number here so that we will add them in the Hindi batch. Quickly, in the Nimai Pathshala Monday batch, we are currently on the chapter number 9. We have done the first 5 shlokas, and today we will be starting with the 6th shlok of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 9. So please, those who have the Granth, they must look at the Granth, and if you don't have the Granth, the shlokas are going to reflect on the screen. Today we are going to have Srimad Bhagavad Gita's teachings, the 5 shlokas, and post that we are going to have the very very beautiful sutra, which is going to teach us a very very unique learning. And post that, if there is some time left, we can have some question answers as well. Today we are not doing the Vishnu Sahasranam because we couldn't do it in the last class, and I want all the classes to run parallel, the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So Vishnu Sahasranam, you have 1 more week to learn. See, Radharamanji is giving you so many opportunities. So please, you have to learn the shlokas of Vishnu Sahasranam. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 9, shlok number 6 is going to reflect on your screens. So Bhagwan has already told Arjun that, Arjun, I am going to give you a very valuable secret that I have not shared with anybody before. So you have to understand this secret of mine so that you get to know my eternal power, eternal decision making, criterias. So Bhagwan has told Arjun that I'm going to tell you everything that you would need to reach up to me with the utmost easiest method. Bhagwan is going to tell Arjun that Param Vidya, that most elevated knowledge that will be guaranteeing him that you are able to achieve your eternal goal, and that too in the easiest way. So the shlok says, यथाकाशस्थितो नित्यं वायुः सर्वत्र गो महान् तथा सर्वाणि भूतानि मत्स्थानीत्युपधारय. The Sandhi says, Yatha as Akash sthitah nityam Vayuh sarvatra gah mahan तथा सर्वाणि भूतानि मत्स्थानि इति उपधारय. यथा, जैसे आकाश से उत्पन्न सर्वत्र गह, सर्वत्र विचरने वाली महान वायु, वायु मीन्स एयर, नित्यम सदा आकाश स्थित, आकाश में ही रहती है, तथा तथा वैसे ही मेरे संकल्प द्वारा उत्पन्न होने से सर्वाणी संपूर्ण भूतानी भूत मुझ में स्थित ऐसा जान. So Bhagwan is expressing with the help of an example that how and where does the entire universe and how does it really work. So Bhagwan is giving the example of air. Bhagwan is saying, Arjun, just imagine and understand, air originates from the atmosphere, right? Air is there in the atmosphere, in Akash. Air originates from the atmosphere, it stays in the atmosphere, and then it even gets merged into the atmosphere itself, right? Can anybody see the air? Can you see, okay, if this is my hand and I'm holding, I have closed my my arm, my hand, do you think that there is anything inside my hand? Nothing that you can see, but don't you know that there is air inside my hand? Because air is everywhere in the atmosphere. If I'm holding on to something, even though to the tangible eyes we cannot see anything, but still there is air inside my hand, right? The same way Bhagwan is saying that air, even though it cannot be seen, it is there everywhere in the atmosphere. It originates from the atmosphere, it stays in the atmosphere, and in the end, it merges into the atmosphere itself. For example, let me make it more clear. I am sitting in this room. There is air all around me, right or wrong? Right? There is air all around me. But if I want to experience the air, what will I do? I'll switch on the fan, right? When I switch on the fan will make me experience the availability of the air around me. Right or wrong, Shifali? Right? The fan will give me this opportunity that I'll be able to experience the atmosphere around me. And what will happen when I switch off the fan again? Again, there will be no air to my experience. Right? So, same way Bhagwan is saying that this entire universe originates from me, it stays within me, and one day it merges in me only. But Bhagwan is saying those people, if want to experience my availability, if they want to experience my availability around them, then what they need to do, they need to switch on the fan. And what is this fan in our lives? That fan is Harinam. That fan is chanting. That fan is Shravanam, Kirtanam Vishnu, Smaranam, Pad Sevanam, Archanam Vandanam, Dasyam Sakhyam, Atmanivedanam. So these, the 9 forms of bhakti, these are all the fans that will help us to experience the availability of the Supreme around us. But if you will not have any kind of fan around you, even if he'll be there, you will not be able to experience it. So what is Bhagwan saying? Even though I have nothing in my hand, I have nothing around me, but if I'm holding on to something and then the air is inside my hand, the same way I am there in everything around you. You have to understand my eternal presence. There is no place in this universe where I am not existing. So Bhagwan is indirectly giving you those eyes that you have to understand that whatever you see around you is me. Only when you will have this eyes to see me in everything around you, then only you will be able to do the things for me that will eventually give you me as a result only. Okay, so Bhagwan has given the example of air. The way air is there everywhere, air originates from the atmosphere, air stays in the atmosphere, and in the end, it merges in the atmosphere. The same way, this entire Prakriti, this entire universe originates from me, it stays inside me, and one day it merges with me only. The next shlok, see, yeah, it will make things more clearer to you. The second shlok of Bhagavad Gita's class today. Sarvabhutani Kaunteya Prakritim Yanti Mamikam Kalpakshaye Punastani Kalpadau Vrisajamyaham. Sarvabhutani Kaunteya Prakritim Yanti Mamikam Kalpakshaye Punastani Kalpadau Vrisajami aham. हे अर्जुन, कल्पक्षय, कल्प के अंत में सर्वभूतानी, सब भूत मामिका, मेरी प्रकृतिम, प्रकृति को यान्ति, प्राप्त होते हैं, अर्थात प्रकृति में लीन होते हैं, और कल्पादौ, कल्प के आदि में उनको मैं फिर से रचता हूं. It is very important to understand one thing here. Whatever you are at your final moment, There are three qualities of this Prakriti. One is Sattvic, one is Rajasic, one is Tamasic. Sattvic means you are doing good things in your life, but the reason of doing good is your self benefit, self welfare. I am going to feed the Brahmins. Why? Because if I'll feed the Brahmins, they will give me, blessings, and those blessings will make me richer. These blessings will help me fulfill my dreams. This is doing good, but with an interest, that I'm doing good because I want this. Ek haath se le, ek haath se de. You're doing good and you want good in return. So that is a very good state wherein you are trying to do good things in your life. Second state is Rajasic. Rajasic means that you are doing everything. Why? Because you are attached to people and things around you. Everything that you are doing is for them, thinking about them. This is for my brother, this is for my father. I love my father, I love my mother, I love my things, I love my home, I love my this. Everything you are doing is not doing for the supreme, but you are doing, even loving your father, loving your mother is the best thing in the world, because that is also a form of supreme. But in the end, you have to love and serve them, thinking that you are serving not them but the supreme, but Radha Raman Lal. So Bhagwan is saying those people who are always doing everything for relations or the things that they have, they are always doing, not thinking about right and wrong, and doing things because certain people belong to them and certain people don't belong to them. They are called, they are the Rajasva. They are called those people in whom there is a lot of Rajasva, Rajsik. And the third category is Tamsik. Tamsik are those who are very violent, who are eating wrong, who are doing wrong, who are drinking wrong, who are doing everything which is absolutely inhuman. Eating animals, drinking alcohol, doing gambling, those kind of people are called Tamsik. It is very important to understand the status that you have in your final times. Like when you're leaving this body, if there is a lot of sattvik in you, right? Then your next, you would say, what will happen to you once you leave your body? You will be, because there is a lot of sattvikta in your body, you have done so many of sattvic karmas, you will get a gati wherein you will be experiencing very beautiful lokas designed by God, like Swarglok, Brahmalok. So you'll be experiencing a lot of luxuries because you have done so much good in your life. And if you die thinking about the people having a lot of rajasva in you, rajasic qualities in you, because you've been thinking about so many people, and then when you'll die, your next birth is going to be those people or that person whom you are meditating upon or you are most attached to when you have left the body. For example, you're attached to your son, the next birth, you are going to be the son, and that son is going to be your mother. The cycle will reverse. And if you are a tamasic person who has left his body doing all the wrong things in your life, then he takes birth in very difficult species. In very difficult, like he will be be an ant, he will be a bird, he will be a mosquito, he will be somebody who will have a very, very terrible life. So Bhagwan is very clearly saying that a person, the qualities a person has while leaving his body are my criteria to give the next, body to that person. If you are being a sattvic person, you will go to Swarg. If you are being a Rajasic person, you are going to take rebirth as the one whom you love the most and you've been meditating your whole life upon. And if you're a Tamasic person, you're going to become an animal or somebody who's in a very terrible state. So Bhagwan is saying that kalp ke shay hone par, when a kalp means when this world, when this universe finishes, when there is end to this universe, what happens? Everything gets merged within the supreme. Even if it's sattvic, rajasic, tamasic, whatsoever, he will get merged in the supreme. And when the supreme will want to again create the universe, he will create each one of us according to the qualities we had at the time of leaving our body. So it is still not late. If you start preparing yourself towards being sattvic, if you start preparing yourself towards being good, and if you have managed to be a good person at the last time of your breath, you are going to be at a much elevated state. But honestly, being sattvic, great, you will get swarg, you will get brahma lok, you will have luxuries, good, but not forever, honey. Only till the time you have that balance of good punyas in your life. Then you have to come back. Come back on this planet, take rebirth, maybe in a good family, but still you have to take rebirth. Rajasic people have to again bear all those attractions and attachments. Tamasic people have to bear a lot of problems, difficulties, and everything in their lives. But Bhagwan is saying in the previous shloka a very brilliant thing, that like the air is everywhere, I am everywhere as well. Everything you see around you is me. And if you are serving everybody and everything, thinking that this is not the person, this is Shri Radharaman Lal, then whatever you are doing is beyond these three categories of this universe. Then you become gunatit, and then nothing in this world can bring you back to this mrityu lok, in this universe again. So Bhagwan is saying the kind of qualities you have in your last breath, when this universe finishes, everything merges in me, and when I recreate, I am absolutely not biased. I will give you that kind of life that you have deserved to live from your previous births. कल्प के आदि में महासर्ग के समय मैं फिर रचना करता हूं. I again create each and every being of this universe. And how is he creating each and every being on this universe? Please look at the next shlok. प्रकृतिं स्वामवष्टभ्य विसृजामि पुनः पुनः भूतग्रामम् इमं कृत्स्नम् अवशं प्रकृतेर्वशात्. प्रकृतिं स्वाम अवष्टभ्य विसृजामि पुनः पुनः भूतग्रामम् इमं कृत्स्नम् अवशं प्रकृते वशात्. स्वाम, अपनी प्रकृति को, अवष्टभ्य, अंगीकार करके, प्रकृति, स्वभाव के बल से परतंत्र हुआ, इमम, इस कृत्स्नम, संपूर्ण भूत समुदाय को बार बार उनके कर्मों के अनुसार विसृजामी. Bhagwan is saying, I am absolutely not biased. When it comes to me, and when I have to recreate the entire universe again, I am very, very, I am absolutely and strictly connected and concentrated upon the karmas that person has done in his previous life. And according to those karmas, only I give him his next life. Trust me, if you want a better future, you have to be a better person today. The karmas that you're doing today is going to make the future that you're going to have tomorrow. So Bhagwan is also saying the same thing, that there is no rocket science to have a good life. If you are having any kind of difficulties in this current life, that is because you only have done wrong things in your previous times. Because of that, these difficulties are coming, these challenges are coming in your life. But if today you start to do good, if today you start to surrender yourself in the lotus feet, if today you are doing good things in the right way, in the truthful way, Bhagwan is saying nothing in this world can bring you back to difficulties. Nothing in this universe can take you away from me. So Bhagwan is very, very clearly saying that I create इस संपूर्ण समुदाय के को मैं अपनी प्रकृति के वश में कर कर बार बार रचता हूं. If you are being sattvic, then you will get that kind of life only. If you have been a rajasic person, the people who are depressed because they're expecting from people in this life, trust me, you have been those people in the previous lives as well. So how can you get rid of this vicious circle? By educating yourself that I shouldn't be attached to people and bodies. This is not going to bring me any good. What I need to do, I need to serve the people around me as if I'm serving the Supreme. And this serving is not going to make me those people in my next life. In fact, it's going to make me a part of the God in the next birth. So it is very, very important. It's you who choose that what kind of life you want to have in your next birth, because Bhagwan has clearly said that I am absolutely impartial, and I strictly give that kind of life, that kind of karmas you have done in your life. न च मां तानि कर्माणि निबध्नन्ति धनञ्जय उदासीनवदासीनम् असक्तं तेषु कर्मसु न च मां तानि कर्माणि निबध्नन्ति धनञ्जय उदासीनवत् आसीनम् असक्तं तेषु कर्मसु। हे अर्जुन, तेषु उन कर्मसु कर्मों में आसक्ति रहित और उदासीन सदृश आसीनम स्थित मुझ परमात्मा को वे कर्म नहीं बांधते। So Bhagwan is saying it does not matter that what karmas you have done in your life. You know what actually matters? The intention of doing those karmas. One person is doing the same thing, could be sattvic, could be a rajasic karma, and could actually be a tamasic gun, and could be gunatit as well. Imagine a person, okay, a person cooking food in the kitchen. Okay, Himani ji is cooking food in the kitchen. Now, cooking food is the karma. Okay, but when she's cooking the food, thinking that she is cooking it for the Supreme, for the Radha Raman Lal who is sitting in his temple, then the karma that she is doing is gunatit. Doesn't matter how many people will eat from that food, but the food is being cooked for the Supreme, and that is why this has become gunati. That means this karma is not going to bind you to this universe. This is situation number one. Situation number two, Himani ji is cooking, but why is she cooking? She's cooking because she wants to feed the Lord. Why she wants to feed the Lord? Because she knows that when she will feed the Lord, then Lord is going to fulfill her dream of getting a beautiful sari, or maybe a beautiful job, maybe a beautiful house. Doing the same thing, but the intention is, if I will do this, then I will get this in return. And then when this is like a deal, then you are doing a sattvic karma. The thing is same. Himani ji is still cooking, same ingredients, same food, same everything, same person, but intention is just feeding God because you love him, is gunatit. Cooking food and feeding him because you want him to fulfill your desire is sattvic gun. Now, second, you are cooking food because you are cooking this particular dish because not God, but your husband really loves it. And you love your husband a lot and you want to please him. But you are making this for your husband, but you're going to also give it to the God for bhoga. That is a rajasic gun. That cooking, you're doing cooking, but you're not cooking for the Supreme, but you're cooking for your husband whom you're very attached to. Attachment has led you to come to that cooking, right? And the fourth is that you're cooking something that probably your intention of cooking is that I'm going to, maybe put something wrong in this and maybe kill somebody. I'm going to mix something poisonous in this food so that that person eats it and dies. This is a very extreme state of being tamasic. I'm just trying to give you a glimpse that cooking is the same, ingredients is the same, person is the same, but that one cooking can, in the terms of having different psychologies, it can lead to different categories of karmas. So karma is not what you are doing. Karma is what you are doing is one thing, but the intention with which you are doing is the most important thing. So Bhagwan is saying, I am not a fool. I know a lot of people come to the temple with desires. A lot of people come to the temples for attachments. A lot of people come to the temple because they are jealous of some people and they want them to get destroyed. But trust me, and some people also come to the temple because they love Radha Raman Lal. But Bhagwan saying, trust me, I am not biased towards your gesture, your karma. I'm only attached to the quality behind your karma. And that quality, that intention inspires me Me being impartial. You would say, okay, even though we are doing something wrong, but we are going to the temple now. Bhagwan saying, please don't come to the temple with such an intention. You don't fold your hands in front of me. I am folding my hands in front of you, that don't come to the temple with such desires. See, it is very important. Bhagwan saying, I am absolutely, Bhagwan has expressed two qualities of him. The first is that he is absolutely impartial. And second is he's absolutely unattached. Bhagwan is unattached, and you can experience his attachment only when you are attached to him. So it is to and fro. The more you are attached, that kind of same intensity of attachment you will experience from his side. So Bhagwan is saying nothing in this world binds me or deviates me to give you a birth which you don't desire. Bhagwan saying, I will only give you that birth, that species, that, quality, that family, that human or animal or bird, what you deserve. And deserve not by the physical karmas that you do, in fact, by the quality that resides behind doing that particular karma. So you can, really make a fool out of the people around you by probably doing looking good things, but probably if the intention behind those things that are looking good to the world is not right, then Bhagwan is saying that I am not going to give you the kind of salvation that a person who is doing those good things with right intention will eventually get. So a lot of people might be doing good things that are looking good to the world, and if the intention is not right, they again have to get complexed in very difficult births to come. So Bhagwan is saying that I am absolutely unattached, and I am absolutely equal towards everybody. And what attracts me to give birth to the other person is the quality that is residing behind the karmas that everybody is doing in their lives. The last stroke of today's class. मयाध्यक्षेण प्रकृतिः सूयते सचराचरम् हेतुनानेन कौन्तेय जगद्विपरिवर्तते. कौन थे अर्जुन? मया, मुझ, अध्यक्षेण, अधिष्ठाता के सकाश से प्रकृति ही सचराचरम, चराचर सहित सर्व जगत को सूयते, रचती है, इस हेतु से ही संसार चक्र घूम रहा है. So Bhagwan is saying that every being present in this world, in this universe, is being created by Brahma ji on my directions. Brahma ji is not using his own buddhi, even though he has 4 brains. Still he's not allowed to use them. Bhagwan is saying that everything that is residing in this universe is according to my direction. Whatever I direct, this entire universe does it that way. And this is how this universe is actually working. Nobody is the master here. Radha Raman Lal is the only master on whose direction and whose decisions this entire universe is working. You have to absolutely understand that whatever you are doing, whatever you are preparing your body with, your soul with, whatever you are becoming prominently in your practical life, the kind of qualities you would have within you over the years when you are about to leave this body, they are going to matter and decide for you that what kind of next journey Radha Raman is going to plan. Now if you understand the logics that Radha Raman ji is giving behind everything, then you can easily understand and know what kind of gati you are going to get. Are you enjoying serving people, or you are enjoying the attention that you get when you serve people? Gunatit, Sattvic. I'm just giving an example. The difference. Are you enjoying serving people because by serving people you want people to get attracted towards you? Rajas, you are being rajasic. Or you are just trying to serve because you want to make fool of people and then have their money and use it in the wrong reasons, then you are being tamasic. A person is serving, and that one serving could have so many reasons for serving. So Bhagwan is saying, if you know yourself very well, and if you are in whatsoever category, I am telling you very, very honestly that if you are being gunatit, serving everybody, the Lord, your family, everybody with Nishkam Bhav, then you are actually serving me in Anek Rupa Rupaya. If you are serving me, your family, because you want to get something from them, then you probably, if you're serving them in the right way and with your best spirit, you will get very beautiful lokas for some time, but then again you have to come back to this world to experience the difficulties. If you are being attached to people, you will take rebirth as those people, and then if you are doing wrong, then you are going to get wrong in the next births to come. So you are yourself deciding that what you want to be in your lives to come. On this note, we will end the Bhagavad Gita class today. Very important class, I think. We got really cleared that I think now, because Bhagwan is telling his deepest secrets to Arjun, and his criteria to give good, bad, worse, and worst life to people actually depends that what we have been doing in our lives that is resulting us to experience those kind of lives in our current situations. So stop blaming God and stop and start to revise and make your actions better, your karmas better, the reason behind doing your karmas better, then eventually your life is also going to become much better. So please read these 5 shlokas, and quickly I'm going to jump to the sutra for today. Um, yes, Sandhya ji, I start reading Gita ji on my own. Very good. So now you can read with the class as well. I really request, please don't write on the screen when the class is on. It really distracts. Quickly on the sutra. Today's sutra is very beautiful and gives a very deep understanding. So one day, as we all are, very impatient, want results in seconds. So a daughter came to her father, and she was very, very angry. She was very agitated. She was very, irritated. She came to her father and she started complaining, blah, blah, blah. This doesn't happen this way. Teachers are putting so much pressure. This. Her father was constantly looking at her and smiling. Her father was a very good chef. So her father was in the kitchen when she came, and she just started, she bursted out on her father and was very angry. Her father smiled at her. He said, Shruti, I want you to see a very beautiful thing. She was like, Father, I'm not in the mood to see anything. I'm very irritated. Please, don't play any game with me. Her father was like, just be very patient. Please just look what I'm going to do. So her father brought 3 things to her. First was a potato. Her father asked, Shruti, what is this? She's like, Papa, don't irritate me. I'm already very irritated. This is a potato. I know this is a potato. Why are you showing me the potato? Her father was like, just relax. The father again turned back, got something in a bowl. She said, what is this? Her father said, her father mixed some water in that bowl with some powder. And that bowl, the powder in that bowl became like a material. Like if you have a flour, like basin gram flour, you put water in it and it becomes hard, then you can make balls out of it, right? So her father made a ball of gram flour, and then her father said, what is this? She said, Papa, I just saw you put basin and you put water in it and you mixed it, and this is a bowl of basin. Like you can make pakoras out of it. So her father was like, very intelligent, Shruti. And then her father got her some dry coffee. She was very irritated. She said, Papa, what are you trying to do? Please don't play with me. I'm really irritated. I don't want to. I can't understand what you're trying to do. Her father put 3 frying pans on the gas. Her father said, Shruti, this is a potato, right? She said, yes, Papa. Her father put that potato in one bowl, in one pan, which had water in it. So what has started happening? The pan with water, the water became hot, and the potato boiled with the water, and it, like, when we boil the potato, it becomes soft. The second bowl, in the second pan, her father put that bowl of basin in the same water, boiled water. And that also started to boil, that bowl of basin. And in the third pan, that father put some coffee. She was still very irritated, looking at the father and very confused, like all of you are, that where is Ma taking us? Why she's taking pans and putting all these things in the pan, and what is going to happen? Her father smiled back and asked Shruti after some time. What did he do? He took out that boiled potato from that pan, and he asked Shruti, Shruti, what is this now? Shruti said, Papa, this is still the potato, but earlier it was hard because it was not boiled. But after boiling, it has become soft, but it is still the potato. Father was like, wow, Shruti, this is what a situation in your life could do to you. When you are very strong, when you are very, very, confident about yourself, certain things in your life can happen unexpected that could make you very weak, that could make you very soft, very fragile. But she was like, Papa, I get it. I think I'm getting, you're trying to relate my life or maybe the situation that we face in our lives with this potato. But I didn't get what you're going to do with that bowl of basin. Her father took out that bowl of basin from that pan, and she was surprised to see that basin, which was so soft earlier, that bowl of basin that you could literally change the shape if you wanted earlier. When the father took that bowl of basin out of that boiling water, it became like a gatta. Have you ever eaten the gatte ki sabji? It's like a basin bowl, and it is so hard that if you throw that bowl of basin onto somebody, it might even hurt somebody. It becomes so hard. So her father smiled at that girl and said, Shruti, this is the second situation that that same problem could do to you. If you are very soft and something in your life becomes unexpectedly, that same particular situation can make you so strong, so hard that you just get unattached from the entire world. You become so hard, you become so, dry, you become so unaffected from the world that you just lose your softness that you had inside you. Stay with me, stay with me. I will get back. I will make this whole story much more clearer to you in terms of applicability in your life. Then she understood that, yes, right, the potato faced the same scenario of getting boiled. The basin bowl also got the same scenario of getting boiled, but one became soft, which was hard before, and the other became hard, which was soft before. But then she was like, Papa, are you trying to tell me that this is what situation in life could do to people? He said, yes, but wait, I have the best one for you yet to come. He said, now look at the third pan. When she saw in the third pan, she was surprised that no matter whatever happened, potato remained potato, basin bowl remained basin bowl, but the coffee powder became, when it came in contact with the water, it became something else. It became coffee. It lost its property, it's lost its texture when it came in touch with water. It If you have coffee, just straight away, it is, you cannot eat it, so it's so bitter. But when it came in touch with water, it became coffee, and when you had it, it became something that you really love. So when coffee came in touch with the water, the entire scenario of the coffee powder changed. So her father tried to explain these three situations to her in a very, you know, experimental way, that whenever something unexpected or something very tough comes in your life, it's up to you how you choose that particular problem to play with you. If you want, it can make you weak. It will make you very sad. It will make you very fragile, very lonely, very weak. And if you are very, very learned And if you know, it might even make you very strong. Some people fall in love, very relatable for a lot of people, right? Some people fall in love and they don't really succeed in love because probably their partners cheat. And cheating of their partners either makes them so weak that they just lose themselves forever, or they become so hard that they never want to be in it again. But there is third category of people as well who take time to boil with that situation, come over that situation, and then become so amazing that people want to be with you all over again. They want to give second chances to people because in life everything doesn't remain the same forever. So trust me, children, these three things define or explain those things that one same situation can do to you. It is you who choose what to do with it. Become sad, become strong, or probably change the entire game. I don't want to fall prey for this. If you think this situation can make me sad, no. If this situation can make me really, dry from the world, no. I think I am going to, you have to see. He's reading my Bhagavad Gita. But this is Ulti Bhagavad Gita, bache. So it is up to you what you choose the situation in this world to do to you. You can become sad, you can become unaffected, or you can step into it and change the entire game. It is very, very easy to crib about things. This is not right, this is not right, this is not okay. Become sad for this. You either become sad or you become unaffected. There are some people who get into the mess and start to clean it. What we just did 2 days back in Vrindavan Dham. Everybody goes to Vrindavan all the time complaining, so much plastic, so much dirt, so much, bad smell, all the time complaining. And there are few people who don't even pay attention. We don't care. We are just going to the darshan, then we are going to come back and go. But there are some people who don't want these things to happen. And what do? They try to change the game. They get into the problem, they solve it, and then they are a different person. The scenario is different altogether. So it is up to you what you want to decide for yourself and for your life. Please think about this very deeply. This is a very beautiful experiment, and I think you all must spend some time thinking about how you can change. I don't think being the potato or basin is a very great thing in your life to do. I always believe in being a solution oriented person, wherein when a problem comes in your life, just take some time, relax, think about it, and always have that approach that how I can make this better. It is very easy to do hi, 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 hi. It is very easy to do I don't care, go to hell. But there are very few people who say, let me try to make things better in life. And those people who try to make things better in life, those people who try to make coffee out of the coffee powder. Okay, now please don't say, Ma, are you promoting drinking coffee? No. All the people, there are a lot of people who are going to be after my life if I say this, but this example clearly says that if you choose to make things beautiful in your lives, you have that power to do so. So start becoming weak and crying, or stop becoming rude and dry. I think what a Vaishnav should ideally be doing is try to make things better in your life. And trust me, trying is your job, and making things best is the job of Radha Raman Lal. So if you're trying, he's never going to let you down. So that is what is the most important thing that we all should keep in our mind. And on this note, we will end today's class because we have 5 minutes left. I will quickly take 2-3 questions in the class, and then we will meet next Monday. Two important announcements that I have to make. The first is 15th of February. Please, whosoever is around Delhi or can come to Delhi, we have arrangement for the stay as well. No Vishnu Sahasranam today, Manisha. I just said that we're going to have it the next week. So those who all can come to Delhi, please let us know. On 15th February, we are going to have a phenomenal Kirtan evening. So the Kirtaniyas who are coming are amazingly beautiful. Somebody who has never come before. So we are very, very excited to have them. And because that day is a very, very special to my life, because that is the day when Radha Ramanji officially gave me the permission to call myself a Brajwasi, somebody who lives in Vrindavan. That is the day when Maharaji and me we got married as well. So it is a very beautiful day, and to celebrate it with the best people of our lives is going to be the best thing in the world for us. So please try to come. And secondly, about the Yoga IYF International Yoga Festival, we are going to send a link. Please, all of you have to follow the page of Vrindavan IYF on Instagram, and on that you are going to get 20 sutras, Patanjali sutras, that you have to learn. And the examination is going to be on the 20th of February, and 21st the results are going to get declared, and 20 people are getting sponsored completely for this international yoga festival which is being held in Vrindavan. So your entire accommodation, your food, everything is going to be sponsored by Nimaipathshala. So please get excited and subscribe to that page of Instagram, wherein you are going to get the sutras. I think after the class, I will also share the link once. Niyati Karir, she's the head of the International Yoga Festival. She has just shared the link in the chat box. So kindly uh, click on that link and get connected to that page, wherein you will be getting those sutras every day. They are very easy sutras. Please don't get afraid. I think earlier they were coming all together, so a lot of people got scared. But now we are uploading one sutra with correct pronunciation. The examination is going to be online. Yes, these acharyas are going to be taking the examination, and 20 children are going to get sponsored. Quickly, I will take 2, 3 questions. I am going to give opportunity to those who have never asked me a question. Okay, I think Jia has never asked me anything. Jia, 3, 4 questions we'll quickly take and we'll end the class.
बिल्कुल मैया
Radhe Radhe Jia, have you spoken
बेटा
before?
मैं हाँ मैम आई एम
Yes,
सॉरी
I can, because the moment you said Radhe Radhe, I could see, I could sense that I have talked to you before. Yes, bache.
मैम आई जस्ट वांट टू से समथिंग मैं बहुत टाइम से प्लान कर रही हूँ बिकॉज ऑफ यू एंड महाराज जी आई हैव लर्नड अ बिट ऑफ भीष्म स्तुति थैंक यू सो मच फॉर दैट
Wow.
एंड आपने मुझे एक चीज सिखाई है जो मैं आपको उस वे में दंडवत करना चाहूंगी अनंत ब्रह्मांड माझे तीर्थ गगन सर्व तीर्थ
Ah,
सार माता तुम्हारे चरण
Jai Ho.
थैंक
Jai Ho,
यू
Jai.
फॉर
Very
कमिंग
beautiful,
इन आवर
bache.
लाइफ
Bhishma Stuti is very powerful, and I think that Stuti is very close to my heart as well, because that was the first Stuti that I sang for Maharaji. I learnt it, and I told him that I'm going to give you a surprise. You know, that is the thing that makes happy being a Vaishnav, that I learned people sing songs, Bollywood songs, or they would give roses. So on a special day, I learned this Stuti, and I recited it for Maharaji, and he was so happy. So Bhishma Stuti is very, very close to my heart. So thank you, and very, very
देन आई
nice,
लर्न
bache.
लाइक बहुत कुछ लगा के कभी अलार्म टोन लगाई फर्स्ट वर्स याद हो गया तो सेकंड वर्स को अलार्म टोन लगाई एंड माय मॉर्निंग स्टार्ट विद
Yeah.
इतिमति रूप कल्पिता विद कृष्णा थैंक यू सो मच फॉर कमिंग इन आवर
Oh,
लाइफ जी
thank
माँ
you for
माय
coming in my life,
क्वेश्चन
bache. Oh.
माँ माय क्वेश्चन वाज दीक्षा इज अ वेरी बिग वर्ड और हम जितना समझ पाते हैं अपने आप दीक्षित होना बहुत बड़ा वर्ड है और दीक्षा ये नहीं है कि मुझे बस किसी से एसोसिएट होना है इट्स एक्चुअली कि मैं सब कुछ छोड़ के अब राधा रमन जी की हो रही हूँ कब ये पहचाने दीक्षा लेनी चाहिए एंड कैसे पहचाने कि गुरु आ चुके हैं
Bache, honestly, if you are in love with Radharaman, don't get too much scared in your life. Diksha is not a big word. Diksha, nothing in this life is big if you are in love. Who are in love, they can go to any extent. For them, their love, the one whom they love, is everything. So if you are in love with Radha Raman Lal, and if you think that there is no day I can live without Radha Raman Lal, without chanting his name, without looking at him, that means you are immensely in love with him. And when you are in love with him, then it is the call that you are ready for Diksha. And especially in Radharaman Pranali, Diksha, if you are in love with him and if you come to Gurudev Maharaj, Diksha is that official marriage. And after marriage only, you are being told that how you have to behave in your after marriage house. So don't get scared, because if you are not married and if you speculate, oh my God, this is going to be like that, this is going to be like that, this is going to be like that, you will never be able to take Diksha. But if you will know after getting married, Radha Ramanli, who's my eternal husband, who's my eternal loved one. So when you'll get married, he's going to give directions to you, and you're going to follow that, and you'll be phenomenal. Sometimes, people have, oh my God, life is going to be terrible after marriage. But when they get married, they get such beautiful family. The life becomes so amazing, like mine. Like, I was like, no, marriage, never. I would never get married. I would want to become, I don't know what I wanted to become. But when I got married, I think I have never experienced something much more beautiful, much more powerful than marriage. So, when you feel you're in love with Radharamanji completely, trust me, immediately get Diksha. Diksha will make you powerful. Diksha will make you more clear. Diksha is going to make you more secured. Diksha is going to give you more power. Trust me. Diksha is not something very scary. Diksha is not going to make you come out of your house and go to the jungles and leave everything and lead a very terrible life. No way. Diksha is going to make you very, very clear. You will not be confused. You will be very sorted. So you are ready for Diksha when you feel that you are in love with Radharaman ji. I think
माँ
प्यार किया तो डरना क्या भाई. प्यार हो गया तो
माँ
everything will be done very
यही मेरी
easily.
गुरु है, यही
प्यार
मेरे
पक्का
गुरु
होना
है।
चाहिए बस. Be very sure of that you are
हाँ,
absolutely in love with Radharaman. That's it.
थैंक यू सो मच
So
माँ।
Prachi, wait. Yes.
Radhe Shyam Maya.
Radhe Radhe bachche. You're
Firstly,
listening to the entire class so sweetly that all the time I'm just looking at you, how cutely you're sitting and just, relishing the class.
Kripa Maya, your Kripa.
Yes, bachche.
Maya, how are you? I just want to ask you, how are you?
I am very, very good by the grace of Radharaman Lal. He's very nicely keeping me in his shelter.
And ma, sometimes we know something that we do is wrong. For example, gossip karna ya ninda karna kisi ki, but still we end up doing it, and then
So still we don't have to do it.
like
Uh,
we at that moment we get stopped that this is not something that you should be doing, but then you end up doing it, and then you regret about it, and
Yeah, so it's when you know that eventually you're going to regret about something that you're speaking right now. A good person or maybe an intelligent person would not do anything that he knows is going to be very bad for him in the coming times to come. Why do you want that? When you're intelligent enough to know that this is not right, and whatever person you're gossiping about, you are actually giving all the good that you're doing in your life to him and taking all the bad that he's doing in his life towards you. What is the point? Gossiping you are doing and benefits he's getting. What is the eternal benefit out of it? So when you know that this is something wrong, you have to become intelligent about it and not do it. There
but
is no mantra I can tell you that when you are gossiping, just recite this mantra and Radharamanji will not hear that you're gossiping.
but
That's
then
not gonna.
that person did wrong, and then we kind of have wish towards them, and then we want to vent about it, and then we end up telling bad things about.
No, when somebody does something wrong to you, either you want to clarify it, you talk to the person who has done wrong to you, and if you cannot talk to that person or that person is not in the state to talk, then probably if you think that there is somebody who can help you with that, you can whatever wrong he has done, he can improve on that. Then with a intention of getting things cleared, you tell that person, not with the intention of gossiping. You tell that person that please talk to that person, get this sorted. But if you think that person can also not help, then stop gossiping, then stop worrying. Just tell Radha Raman Lal to guide him well, and just pray for him that he should not do anything wrong. But don't start taking anand out of it, that oh this and this is not right. If somebody did wrong, either correct that person yourself, takes somebody's else help just to correct that person. If you really love that person and still if that person is not getting all right, then pray for him. Please, gossiping is very dangerous. It's like slow poison. I'm telling you, you are just doing everything and gossiping, nothing is going to reach Radharaman Lal. Trust me, you're walking on a bridge and you're in the middle of the bridge, you're about to reach your destination, somebody just cuts the other end of the bridge, so you're just going to fall in the river itself. You'll never reach there, even though you're trying so hard walking from such a long distance, right? So
Ma,
you have to.
I feel that I don't have one single right गुण जिससे राधा रमन जी जीत जाएंगे मुझ पे, तो मुझ पतित को क्यों ही मिलेंगे.
No, if you are very much aware of this brilliant reality of yours, so you have to make sure that you have those qualities, but you have to work on it. You have to, when you're in love with somebody, you genuinely work on yourself. And the only way to become lovable in the eyes of Radha Raman Lal, when you are constantly, grooming yourself to be somebody whom he would love. Increase your shravan, increase your seva, read about good things in your life. When you read good, when you listen to good things, when you see good things, eventually you would do good. Eventually, you will not be feeling good when somebody will talk negative things around you. So if you think that you have no one quality, then learn about the qualities. Read the Bhakti Yoga of chapter number 12 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and learn from that. And those qualities that Bhagwan has said are very close to my heart. Please work on them. Tulya ninda stutirmoni, anipeksha shuchir dakshah, sama shatrau cha mitre cha, one which is applicable for you, who is very much equal with his friend also and with his enemy also. For you, I am your enemy, but for me, nobody is the enemy. That Radharaman Lal loves. So you have to work on yourself, bache. There is no sign. This is what Bhagwan has been telling, that you have to work on yourself, Arjun. You have to do the right thing. Then only I'll be able to help you. Okay?
Thank you, Maya. I love you.
Yes, love you too, and you have to work on yourself, bache.
Akka bra.
Don't fall for all these negative things, because they are going to just make you go away from Radharaman Lal, and you can't afford this.
Maya, I promise the next time I will talk to you, I'll be a better person.
You are a beautiful person already in my eyes.
Thank you.
Priyanshu Kumari.
Radhe Radhe Maya.
Radhe Radhe bache.
Maya, my question is how to deal with attachment issue.
How to deal with attachment issue? The attachment issue can never be dealt, but the only criteria of getting out of it is that don't get attached to the body. Get attached to the one residing inside the bodies. So when you are in love with Radha Raman Lal, then attachment is not a sin. Attachment is a sin when you are only doing things in your life for them. That can also be true, but the intention of doing everything right for them is because you want to make the eternal happy. Attachment with the Supreme, getting to know this eternal truth, that sacho ikradharaman jhuto sab sansar. This person is never going to be there with you forever. And probably the person with whom you have today might leave tomorrow. And tomorrow a new person might come into your life, and then he might leave the next day as well. This is just like a train. Some people come, some people go, then some people come, some people go. So when you will be attached with this world, the people in this world, then automatically people, when it's time for them to leave the train, you'll be sad. So it is very important to understand that whatsoever is there in your life, you have to be your best with them and get attached to the Supreme. Because of him, you are serving them in the right spirit. Unattachment, you will only be unattached to the world when you will be attached to Radha Raman Lal. You have to fill that emptiness with somebody, so that you can take out the unnecessary ones out of your heart. So eventually, when you are serving Radha Ramanji, when you are meditating upon them, your love increases. When you're doing gestures for him, and when your love for him increases, then what you will feel, that the love in your life will also increase. Then your love in your life will not be dependent upon the love you're getting from the people. Attachment means you love me, I love you. You care for me, I care for you, right? But when you'll already be loving Radha Ramanji so much, when you will be so satisfied, bacha, with this gesture, that you would feel that I don't need the love of the world anymore. Trust me, it happens with me. I think I am living for him, breathing for him, doing for him, and I have no time to do anything for anybody else. But doing for him, everything for him, I am doing it by the physical presence of him in my life through the people he has given to me in his life. But I'm not attached to him. I'm serving my son. I am not being his mother, I'm being his servant. And I'm serving my son thinking that through him I'm serving Radha Ramanji. So my attachment is not with him. My attachment is with Radha Raman Lal, and because of him, I'm serving him. I never, care for my daughters. I always serve them because I'm serving Shri Radha Raman Lal. If you see practically in my life, in anybody's life, sitting in the temple and doing the most perfect looking things could be very less. You are studying, you're doing a job, you're a housewife, you're a mother, you have parents, you have so many things. How would you able to do your bhakti right? So that is the way you have to, you know get your bhakti into practical usage of your life. So when you are serving the people around you to serve Radha Ramanji, then you will not be attached with them, but you'll be attached with the supreme. So you will be doing everything right, and it doesn't matter what they do in return. So you have to fill that emptiness. You have to constantly educate yourself, and you have to constantly fall more in love with Radharaman Lal. The more in love you'll the more in love you will fall for the people around you, the more attached you will be with those people. The more attached and more gestures, more concentration you'll be giving to Radharaman Lal, the more attached you will be with Radharaman Lal. So it's all up to you, bache. So you have to concentrate and build your relationship with the Supreme. And when you have that relationship in tight, then you will never be longing for this temporary love of the world. Okay?
Thank you so much, Maya.
So build that relationship more stronger with Radharamanji. Akriti.
राधे राधे मैया।
Radhe Radhe beta.
वो क्वेश्चन था मेरा कि जैसे मैं आई यूज्ड टू यूज beads, neem beads for chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Then I got introduced with Premanand Ji Maharaj, and I started using this mala counter for chanting Radha Nam. So what should I do, ma'am? Maya, I'm so confused. Like, should I
Are you
continue
Dikshit,
with my?
bache?
No, no.
So, where do you plan to do you have any inclination towards anybody where you feel that you want to get connected or take Diksha from?
No, Maya, not yet.
Not yet. So, I would really recommend that you must chant Radha Nam or Maha Mantra on Tulsi bead, beta. Tulsi Mala, Tulsi Maharani is very pious, and people who are confused in their lives when they chant on Tulsi Mala, then Tulsi ji bestows her mercy and they become more clearer. So I think because chanting by if this what your counter is not a
Counter.
very yes, this is not a very great idea, because counter is only going to give you numbers, and numbers never give love. So you have to improve your quality of love that you have for the Supreme, and that you can do by chanting on Tulsi Mala. So you can chant Radha Ram if you are inclined towards Premanand Babaji, and if you do that, then do that, no problem, but chant on Tulsi Mala, bache.
Okay. But
Okay.
I consume onion and garlic. Is that a problem? Should I not
So
use?
when you start chanting from Tulsi Mala, automatically you will feel guilty, and you will restrain yourself from chant or from eating onion garlic. See, there are some people who leave onion and garlic and then they chant and wear tulsi ji, but there are some people who feel they are weak, so they first wear tulsi ji and have tulsi mala in their hand. Oh my god, Radha Raman Lal, Radha. So there are certain people who so, so we have some terrorists in the house. Shri Radhe, Pragya, can you see me? So there was an earthquake right now. Earthquake came and everything got here and there. So, so there are two kinds of people who are very scared. So they first leave onion garlic and then they wear kanti and use tulsi mala for chanting. But there are few people who feel weak. They first wear kanti and start use tulsi mala for chanting, and that then tulsi ji, gives them the power and they're able to leave onion garlic. But betcha your entire motive should be the more pure you'll become, the more effect of bhakti you will be able to feel in your lives. So it is very important. I think when you're in love, people leave their houses, they leave their cities, they leave everything, they leave their room, they leave their belongings, they leave their parents, and you can't leave just onion garlic. It's a very small
I
thing.
can. No, no,
You can.
I can. But in my house, only one place it is being prepared in.
No problem. You can, you have to see, you have to प्यार करा है तो थोड़ा सा निभाने के लिए थोड़ा बहुत तो gestures करने पड़ेंगे ना. So you can request your mother, very nicely that mama, and it's a very good thing, eating something which is purer. Your parents should be happy about it. Don't tell them that cook separate food for me, but probably, just you before putting the tadka, or probably learn something for yourself, and you can just put a little bit of tadka yourself of tomato and everything. If you want. Oh my God, I can't believe I was making the green color and somebody has commented on it. And I thought you're making the pakoras of palak. I was like, this is the least thing I would want to teach you from Nimaipathshala cookery classes. But definitely everybody should know some basic things to cook for yourself. So when your mother is cooking, you can just request her to probably just take this out, or probably sometimes even she can have without onion garlic, or if they all want to have, just take the dal out before putting the tadka into it, and you can just make a small little bit of tadka of for yourself. So you have to do a little bit of effort. See, everything doesn't come on a platter that okay, everything is coming to you your way. So if you're able to do, I've seen so many boys who are now living in hostels, and I gave this example of hot plate, and they are keeping hot plates, and they have learned from YouTube and other sources how they can make basic food. And trust me, this Radha Ramanji goes crazy for such people who are doing so much effort. So I think we should try. I think immediately you must wear kanti also, and you should chant on Tulsi ji, and this will make you more strong. That now I think I should absolutely not have onion and garlic, and that will give you the power. Okay, so try that, and if your mummy doesn't accept that, I'll talk to her. Auntie, please. Okay.
Thank you, Maya.
Okay,
Radhe
but
Radhe.
see, on this note, we'll end today's class. Otherwise, this gadget with which I see all of you, this is going to be in some other loka if Nimai Dada comes once again. So I will see you all next Monday. Please read the shlokas of Bhagavad Gita that we have done, and next Monday we'll do the next two shlokas of Vishnu Sahasranam as well. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patita nama pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Shri Radha Raman Lal ki jai.